I'm Barclays football ambassador Chelsea Grimes, and this is Beyond the Ball, a socially distanced interview with some of the biggest names in English football. Each week, I'll be chatting with a different player or manager from the Premier League. I want to find out how they've been affected by the coronavirus crisis and the impact it's had on their club and the wider professional game. This week, I'm joined by England and Burnley goalkeeper Nick Pope. Hey Nick, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am very well. It's a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird one because usually I'd be able to do this interview obviously face to face, and with this crazy time, that's not possible. But how are you coping with everything?
Yeah, it's just getting used to things. Like it's just totally new world at the minute, and it's a new experience. And try to keep yourself, your mind going and staying active and aware. I think of things. So it's definitely interesting.
How's it been affecting your friends and family?
Kind of an unusual amount of time to be kind of shut in, I suppose. And obviously, not only that, you can't go out and do activities. So even if you're spending time to each other, you're not kind of going out and seeing other people. And I've got a 1-year-old, so you kind of hope she'd learn things off multiple people and other kind of kids her age and things like that. But obviously, it's just us who's in at the minute. So if she sees someone like the postman, she goes absolutely nuts, like she's buzzing.
Well, obviously, when the news did break in March that, the football was going to be suspended, what was that like for you? Because I know as football fans, for us and everyone watching the world of football, it was, it was like, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Obviously, Liverpool played the night before against Atletico, and we were at training on the Thursday, kind of getting ready for Man City on the Saturday, and you kind of hearing a few things, and all of a sudden it kind of gets cut, and you obviously realise that I think that they first said it was going to be a 3-week break, but as soon as it happened, I think the feeling was, it's going to be longer, whether it's a month longer, a couple of months longer, I suppose we still don't know now, but I'm obviously unaware of it at the time. It was just, very, very unusual to kind of be in that scenario in the middle of the season, especially. Now we're starting to, get back more into preparing to go back to training.
Yeah, what is that? What are you doing right now to get back to that? Are you doing a lot of fitness classes online, or is your 1-year-old pelting the ball at you? What's going on?
So for a goalkeeper, it's a bit different. The outfield players have got proper running sessions to do, and
you're like running.
Yeah. I want to be a goalie for a reason, you got some
smart,
you got some benefits, yeah. So the outfield players got some structured running stuff, and they do some stuff on Zoom. I've got Physio Work where we go 3 times a week. We do like an hour together and some different stretches and stuff, which is really benefited me actually. So I've enjoyed that. And for myself, I've got a spin bike at home, so that's kind of keeping my legs ticking over as well. So you don't want to come back, 10 kilos overweight. You'd be filling the goal up. You just wouldn't be able to move.
What about the WhatsApp groups? Are they still popping off? Yeah. Is everyone who's like the joker in the team who's got stuff to talk about at these times?
Yeah, we've got a couple. Ashley Barnes is definitely one. He's just one of the people he's built differently. I don't know how or why, but he's just different, and he'll say things that no one's expecting. It's just cracks you up. So he's one that is keeping a group going. Like I say, the group's still live. Obviously, you're used to seeing each other every day, so
yeah,
it's kind of strange. But obviously, when you see each other at the end of the season, you kind of have last game of the season, or last training session, and you kind of building up to kind of not seeing each other for 6 or 8 weeks. Whereas this is kind of, we went home from training one day, and then you're not going out. You're told you're not coming in the next day, so it's kind of strange. So it's good to have them things to keep together, and we have Zoom meetings now and again with everyone. So it's nice to see everyone's hair's like growing too long, or a couple of lads shaved it off. It's I
was going to say yours looks all right.
So I was one of them people that I've needed a haircut before the lockdown kicked in. Then it kicked in, and I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. But just trying to get through it best I can. So I just think I'd look silly with a shaved head. So that's off the table to start with.
What else have you been up to though? Obviously, there's only so much. I mean, I've been playing in a lot of FIFA tournaments lately. Are you a player? Have you been playing a lot of games or puzzles?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Fortnite with a couple of the lads who play. So I've been doing a little bit of that. which is good. We like quizzes. Everyone's doing quizzes, isn't there, at the minute? So we've got a bit of a family quiz we do. You'd think by the end of lockdown we should then be like a lot smarter as a nation.
Right, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but an article in The Sportsman described your career as Rocky in goalie gloves. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because that's super interesting.
It's kind of just a different route I took, and obviously I think I went on 7 or 8 loan spells. So you learn to kind of live on your own for the first time and go away and go to different environments, different players, different managers, and having that first day at school feeling every time you go on loan, and you've got to make, you've got to meet 20 new people and 10 new staff members as well. So it's all kind of an experience.
Did you have to sing a song for each one of those initiations?
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah.
Oh, you've got to give me a little bit. What did you sing for one of them? Come on.
I know for Burnley, I did George Ezra. I did Budapest, I think, because I got a really deep voice. So I thought, I don't know why I thought in my head that would help, but I did. I murdered that one. You just get. I think you learn to deal with setbacks and knockdowns. I think, and learn to stay more level-headed. I think that's what's helped me the most. Now, as a goalkeeper, I think you've kind of got to stay level-headed and calm, and hopefully that kind of runs through the team. That's kind of what the part of a goalkeeper's job would be. So.
Okay, so this is the social shootout, a quick fire quiz for Premier League players or managers' social posts during lockdown. I'll ask the question and you have to guess who it is. Simple as that. Okay, Nick, first question is, which Manchester United teenage sensation has been sporting a dramatic new haircut during lockdown? Who do you think that is?
Which Man United player?
Teenage sensation, that's your clue.
Okay, Mason Greenwood.
So it was Mason Greenwood.
Oh, wow.
Right off. So you've not been brave enough to do that yet, have you?
No, he's a brave man. Oh, I hope it grows back quick.
All right, question 2. Which Liverpool player has been paying extra special attention to the playing surface at home?
James Milner.
I've seen this one. Let's have a look. Oh, what a guy, James Milner. How's your garden looking? Have you been keeping a close eye on it like him?
No, we moved house and just before Christmas, and the garden wasn't done because we're kind of in the middle of winter, so we've got kind of an absolute building site.
Next question. You've done well. You've got 2 out of 2, so hopefully you don't get this one. Question 3. Which famously casual manager has used his free time to learn a new skill?
So whoever I say now has got to be someone who I think is cool. So that's not
or absolutely dresses terrible.
Is it? I go with Pep.
Oh, let's have a look. Let's go.
Bam.
It was Jürgen. Question 4 is, which Manchester United player has been using his government-approved outdoor time to nutmeg his mum?
I don't know if this is him, but I've seen him do a couple of things. I say Jesse Lingard.
Oh, let's have a look if it was. I haven't seen this.
No, it's not your mum. Come on. Surely not.
I mean, would you ever do that to your mum?
No. I'll be worried about tripping her up and her stacking it, I think. I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, it's Paul Pogba. Which Tottenham and England midfielder celebrated his birthday in isolation?
Delhi, I think. I saw some interesting pictures.
I've seen this as well. Let's have a look. The most asked comment, though, I think was, oh, well, you're not in isolation because who's taking the pictures? I was like, self-timer, guys. You never hit the self-timer.
He's thought about that a long time. So, he's thought about the self-timer and his angles and the party hat. He's been on Amazon for days before ordering stuff.
Yeah, well, that was the quiz. You've done very well. I think you got 3 out of 5 there.
Oh, I didn't have a clue on it. I think I was lucky, actually. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, Nick. So right now we're going to throw it to the audience. Let's go. So first we've got a couple from Dave Roberts, otherwise known as Burnley Stats on Twitter. So he says, your older brother Josh has also played as a goalkeeper in non-league football. How competitive were the 2 of you when you were growing up?
One broken nose, a couple of broken windows. So there was there's a little bit of competition, I'd say. But something that I think it drove us both on. And at the start, I was kind of too young to play football, and he was first kind of starting out to play football. So it kind of, not pushed me into goalkeeping, but kind of showed me the way into goalkeeping. So I've definitely got him to thank for that.
He's also asked, after your move from Charlton, you had to wait quite a while to get a proper run in the Burnley first team. How do you keep concentration when you aren't playing competitive football every week?
So I suppose when I signed for Burnley, I wasn't expected or wasn't thinking I was going to play straight away. So it was always in my head that I'd have to kind of wait for my chance. So it was about training at kind of a new level, having left Charlton to go to a Premier League team and getting used to training with Premier League players. So that was something that benefited kind of my skill level, and obviously I started to put in a bit more gym work and new kind of gym trainer, and to kind of build my strength up to if I did get called upon or when my chance came, I just knew I wanted to be in the best possible shape to take it, whether that was kind of physically or kind of skill wise. So that's where I kind of kept my motivation. And then as for coming on, something that you can never ever prepare for as a goalkeeper, I don't think, especially for your Premier League debut. We're on TV, a big game, home to Crystal Palace. So it was just something that you've got to have a couple of deep breaths and say, this is where you want to be. This is what you work for. So go out there and show what you got.
Okay, we've got another one in, and Joe from Turfcast podcast asks, what was it like replacing Tom Heaton at the start of the season?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of kind of having to prove yourself. I had a good season first time round, up until the World Cup, and then I think when any player has kind of a big injury, kind of a long term, injury, I think that there are always going to be questions, and that's something you obviously want to put to bed early and come back sharp and show everyone that you're better than you were before you got injured. So I think there's a little bit of that, and obviously Tom leaving and being club captain, he was a really great captain and led the club exceptionally well, and he's obviously a great friend of mine as well.
Okay, so my last question is about looking to the future really, and seeing this time as an opportunity to reset. If there was anything about the game that you'd maybe think to change, what would that be?
I don't know if there's much to change. I just think possibly clubs you can streamline stuff, and you could help players that are maybe not with the team. So if a team travels on a Friday, they have physios and sports science could do sessions from the team's hotel. I think that could be beneficial for clubs, players, and staff moving forward. I think that's something that we've kind of been forced into, but I think in coming through the other side, that could definitely be a positive.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for talking to me.
Lovely, no worries. Thanks for having me.
See you later, mate. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Check out the Barclays Football social channels to find out who's on next week's episode of Beyond the Ball.